Coaching in the moment. Listen, I don't know what it's going to take for some of you all to, I'm trying to believe I'm encouraging and helping someone. That's what I'm trying to believe. But I'm not sure. But I just want to come to you all and, I'm a huge documentary fan. I like watching documentaries and last night I was watching two documentaries. Two documentaries on HBO. One of them was the 19 and it just dawned on me the 90s. I'm just grateful to be alive because it just took me back to the 90s of how violent this country was in the 90s. That's all I could think about last night when I'm watching these two documentaries. That the 90s was a precursor to 911. And it's going to happen again. That's my whole point. Don't. It's just. They used to say this in chorus: crescendo, which means to rise. That's a singing a phenomenon in chorus. Once you learn chorus and you take musical voice, which I have, crescendo means to arise in tone and musical efforts. That was January the 6th. And it's going to happen again. So am I watching the two documentaries? I said to myself, the 90s was a violent time. And I watched two documentaries back to back. One documentary was on the, I'm going to go back to the 90s. If you were around, the Waco takeover with, I believe she was the Attorney General, Janet Reno. Janet Reno and the Waco takeover and how this fake wannabe, I'm God, I'm the savior of the world, David Koresh, the wacko in Waco, had taken people in and all of them are the same. All of them are the same. They act like they Christians and act like God told them to be rise up, and all of a sudden, they're having sex with small children. All of them are the same. I don't know what that's about because I dropped out of psychology and went back to school to do something totally opposite than psychology and sociology. Nevertheless, I watched that on HBO. And it was the American. It wasn't. That wasn't what it was called. I had watched that. No. I had watched like three of them. I'm gonna make my point in a minute, but I had watched that, and they had tied all the 90 violence in, and the guy that did this is what it was. That was in 93. The Waco David Koresh, and the same guy that was in that movement had went to Oklahoma. That's what it was. Oklahoma, and he killed 168 people. 19 of them was children in the Oklahoma bombing. That's what it was. And he destroyed half of the federal building, putting all kind of material. He had traveled all around the United States and put all of this fertilizer and all of this equipment into a Ryder truck, placed it in front of the federal building, blew off half of the building, killing 19 children, included in 168. And then after that, I watched the O.J. Simpson, which was in 1995. And as a domestic violence coach and a rape prevention coach, I'm looking at this O.J. Simpson, and I'm looking at it again because it was 1995. I was 25 years old. I'm 53 now, so I'm looking back at it in hindsight and looking at all the photos of his wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, making phone calls. The detectives, the lieutenants had taken pictures of all of these pictures of, and when you're light skinned or white, abuse is evident than you being a dark skinned woman. So it's not like you can't see what this person has done. And so they showed the photos of her, the numerous times she had called, the pictures that she had taken. And you know what? God sees everything you do. That's my point. God sees everything you do. He knows if you are abusing women. He knows what you do behind closed doors. So you can sit here and get all the law and the money behind what you have done to these women. But God knows. God knows. And it's sad. When I looked at it last night, it's sad that he got away with murder. Because if he didn't kill Nicole Brown Simpson, after watching that, I'm almost 200% sure he know who did. So if you wasn't the trigger man, you were supposed to do jail time because you know the trigger man. And 2 people were stabbed to death. And he got away with it because they brought up the fact that this cop had used the N-word, not Nicole, but the other N-word. And he was a racist, and you couldn't believe anything he said about OJ. And people erupted. Yay! Yay! What you trying to say, Coach? Just because somebody used the N-word, because everybody uses that now. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, white boys. I've heard that word used by every single race in this country. I've heard everybody. So not only white supremacist cops use that word, black people use the word more now. They'll call you an N-word as a greeting, good morning. So everybody has used that word, and that shouldn't have been used in that court case to somehow say that cop was racist and you can't trust him and that glove and because if you have beaten on a woman or hit anyone, it don't even have to be a woman, your hands is going to swell. So of course, your court and swelling takes time. Swelling takes time. You take time to heal. So if you've been punching, boxers can tell you this. For any person, even a punching bag, that's why you wear gloves and all of that, because your hands are going to swell. So you wasn't wearing gloves. So of course the glove wouldn't fit. I mean, come on. And if he, just like I said, if he didn't commit the actual act, he knew who went back and killed this woman, and you got away with murder. And he just died like 2 weeks ago from cancer. He died. O.J. Simpson just died 2 weeks ago of cancer, and he was charged with armed robbery, and he got 60 years to life. But he was let out, I think, on an early dismissal. He was supposed to do 60 years of life, but he got out for early dismissal. And He knew. After looking at that, I'm just so anti domestic violence. That's my whole point of this video. I'm so anti domestic violence, anti rape. R. Kelly is serving 50 years to life for all of these men who have gotten away, black, white, other, or otherwise. He has gotten away. So I say all of that. I say all of that to say that start protecting yourself. Start protecting yourself before it's too late. Before it's too late. Obviously, the police aren't enough. The police aren't enough. And men beat women who don't have a male presence. Let me tell you about men. Men beat women who they know don't have a strong, influential male presence in their lives. They beat and mistreat women. So the police officers are not enough. Restraining orders are not enough. Trespass orders are not enough. You need to tell people that you feel unsafe, because men don't attack and beat and harm women when they feel and know they have a strong, influential male presence in their life. And I need all the ladies that get this video to pass, like, share this word, and be safe and stay safe, and report people. Report these men, and make sure you have witnesses. And you tell people, because telling the cops and going to court is not enough. And some of these men are so violent. They're so ignorant and narcissistic, which is a demonically possessed man. They don't want to see you take them. They don't want to see you take their kids. Dude, you ain't doing nothing for the kids but creating a toxic, dangerous environment. This is dangerous. And I'm sharing this with you because on a personal level, nobody helped me or my brothers. When we were small children, just like his children, when we was very small children, nobody helped me to help me and my brothers from the abuse my mom suffered. And I can still see my mother running down the street with her titties out of her blouse, screaming to the top of her voice for help. And not one fucking person in this world helped me and my brothers. So hopefully I've helped someone, some way, somehow. I hope this helps. I don't know. I hope this helps. Because nobody helped me or my brothers. Have a great, great Saturday, great spring. And stay safe. Check out my last videos. Make sure you all sign up locally for hand-to-hand combat training and concealed weapons classes. I want you to be safe, because the life you save may very well be your own.